actually a difference. Yes.
Okay, so I just hope that this problem can be solved as soon as possible. Yeah. So,
Yes, of course.
it did you we had a homework, I remember, right? You had to write an essay. Yes, right?
And say
As a homework
yes.
that I sent you on Friday. No, on Wednesday, I remember, yeah. Did you have problems when writing your essay? Can you let me see your essay?
I just only have to write some words, some phrases, but about the themes that you have about technology, but I didn't write it.
So you
Just
didn't
only
write it. Okay.
review the steps and the words.
Okay. So I hope that for the next lesson you can do it, okay? So for me to give you
Okay.
feedback on the essay, to correct some
In,
mistakes, to provide you with some vocabulary, appropriate vocabulary, so that you can increase your writing skills as well. So today we have to make the most of the time, and that is why I need you to open up your book on page number 44 on the
in
student's
the
book.
teacher's book,
Yes,
students.
on the student book. Yeah, 44.
Okay.
Today we're gonna work on comparisons. Yes, and by using the articles as well. The articles. The articles. In the first exercise, we have these words that I'm gonna highlight it here. Yes, these ones. They are in green. And what you have to do is to help me out to fill in the gaps with those words to complete the comparisons. It is not necessary that we can use all of these words. Okay? So, can you help me reading the first sentence, please?
The first sentence.
Yes, in this part. It says Max has changed. Please go ahead. Are you in the exercise? Are you on the page? 44.
Let me see.
Okay. We're gonna work on this paragraph. Okay, so please, can you help me reading the first sentence?
Mm, the no sé bien.
We are in this part, the first part, which says Max has changed since.
The older he gets,
Yes, the older he gets, right? Number one. What do you think is the proper word here? The older he gets, the more sociable he seems to be.
the more sociable he
Yes,
seems to be.
the more sociable he seems to be. Perfect. Number two, he was never the confident boy. And number three, the class. And he didn't have us. And there we go. Number two,
Then
he was
the more
never the most. Yes,
The most,
the
most
most confident boy
confident
in the class, right? In the
in the
class.
class. Yes.
Uh-huh. And he didn't have as friends as he probably would like to have had. Can you come up with a word? Number four, and he didn't have as friends as he probably would like to have had.
Mm,
Can you? We're talking about friends, and it's a countable noun, so therefore we can use many. As many friends,
many.
yes, as many friends as he probably would like to have had. Number five, but he is, in this case, is less reserved now. As we're talking about an uncountable noun, in this case, what do you think is the word? Because
Mm,
for countable nouns we use many, but for uncountable nouns we use much.
much less.
Yes, he is much less reserved now. In not, number six, this is an interesting one. This is nearly as nervous. Have you ever heard about this expression? Not nearly as nervous. The expression is not
Mm,
nearly as, and then an adjective.
not nearly. Okay.
No?
Yes, of course. Nearly as. Yes,
Yes,
not nearly
nearly
as.
as. Perfect.
Mhm.
Physically, he is different as well. Number seven, he is quite and we have larger than he used to be. Number seven, the word here is he is quite a lot larger. Yes, he is
Quite a
quite a
lot.
lot larger than he used to be. Number eight, a not pale and sickly looking.
Mm,
I think in here is not so, right? So pale and sickly looking.
wait,
Not so pale. Just right, number eight. So number nine. In those days, he was. This
by
is by
far.
far, yes, this is a very common one. By far the thinnest of my friends. But he is putting a bit of weight, and he looks delicate now. Number 10. It's more delicate now, right? And there you are. Those are the correct answers. Number 1 is the more sociable he seems to be. Number 2 is the most confident. Number 4 is as many friends. Number 5 is he's much less reserved. Number 6, nearly as nervous. Number 7, a lot larger. Number 8, so. Number 9, by. And number 10, less. Oh yeah, less
Less.
delicate now. Yeah. Oh yeah, because he says it, that he put on a bit of weight. Yeah, that is. Right? So let's move on to the next part. That is about articles. We have 14 sentences in here. And we have to identify the mistakes in every single sentence. And for this, we can add, we can change, or we can delete an article depending on the case. The first two has been done as an example for us. As you can see here, I'm gonna zoom it up this so you can take a look at it. Number one, it says, it is always a good idea. No, it is always a good idea to introduce changes into our lives. Number two, some people feel that change is positive and enjoy doing things in different ways. We don't say in the different ways. The next one, others, however, Prefer stability and avoid change as much as possible. Can you identify one mistake here, or there is no mistake here? I think that there is no mistake here, right?
Yes.
Number 4. One advantage of altering way you do things is that it gives you the chance to make improvements and become better student. Can you identify the mistake? Here is a mistake.
Become a better student.
Yes, become a better student. Yeah? Employee or person. It enables you to consider different approaches and decide which is a best one. What is the mistake here? The mistake is here, which is the best one,
The
right?
best one.
It is not a best one. Number 7. Another positive aspect of change is that it adds variety to the life and prevents you from becoming bored. Where is the mistake, my dear Sarah? Where is the mistake here? Or the mistakes? Can you identify the mistakes?
Mm,
Here is a mistake. We don't say
eat.
the life. We just say life without the, okay? It is the same with food. We don't say the food, only food, life without the. So the mistake is there. It adds variety to life and prevents you from becoming bored. Maybe another mistake? No, right? In the same line, we have this also helps to make you the more dynamic and interesting. What is incorrect here? What is the mistake here?
The most dynamic.
Yes, is no, it can be more dynamic and interesting, no more. Yeah, without that. That is a
I
mistake.
am.
Yeah, to make you more dynamic and interesting. And that's it. Number 9. On a negative side, change can be stressful if you constantly have to get used to new situations, like moving house or switching jobs. What is the mistake here? I think in the first part is on the negative side, right? It is not on a negative side.
Yes, this is
Yes, on the negative side. Yes.
negative.
Change can be stressful if you constantly have to get used to new situations. That is, like moving house or switching jobs. For this reason, the many people like to say the mistake here is very obviously here. It's very obvious. There, that is a mistake. The many people that is a terrible mistake. We just say many people like to stay in, and here we have some another mistake. Many people like to stay in the same place.
The same
The
place.
article that is missing here. The same place all the time, preferring familiarity to uncertainty. Number 12. In the conclusion. A terrible mistake here is only in conclusion, no in the conclusion, right? So the mistake is here. I think it is easier and more beneficial to introduce changes into your life when you are young and more flexible. We have here on the line number 13 this one. Older you are, the more of effort it takes to do things differently. Where is the mistake here? What is missing here? The older you are.
The
Yes, the older the article there, the more of effort it takes to do things differently, and the more you want predictably. Where do you think is a mistake here? Or there is no mistake here? I'm gonna show you the answers so you can take a look at it. There you are. Number 3, we have prefer stability. We don't say a stability. Okay? Number 4,
Okay.
one advantage of altering the way. The article missing the way, the way you do things is that it gives you the chance to make improvements and become a better student. On the line number 6, which is the best one, which is the best one. Another positive aspect of change is that it adds variety to the life, all right? To the life. To life, only to life. Prevents you from becoming bored. This also helps you make the more is the mistake here, it's only more dynamic on the negative side. We don't say on a negative side. That is a mistake. On the next line, we have number 10. For this reason, only many, not the many, people like to stay in the same place all the time. Number 12. In conclusion, we don't say in the conclusion. In number 13 on the line, we have the older you are, the more of an effort. So don't forget, more of an effort. The more of an effort it takes. And those are all the mistakes. So there you are.
The on effort.
Yes, the more of an effort with the article and. Okay, so with this done, we have to move on to the next part. That is the keyword transformation part. One of the most difficult parts of this exam. This is all about the vocabulary that we have practiced in these lessons, right? In the latest lessons. So, you know what you have to do here. We have to paraphrase or rephrase this sentence by using the keyword and using between 2 and 5 words, including the word given, of course, and no more than that. So please, let's analyze one by one. Number 1, it says, the new version of this phone isn't literally as big as I thought it would be, right? So, in your mind, I need you to analyze it, okay? The new version of this phone isn't nearly as big as I thought it would be. We have the keyword match. And the next sentence says, the new version of this phone is what I thought it would be. What do you think is here the correct answer, my dear Sarah? Maybe do you have an idea? I think it's much smaller, right? The new version of this phone is much smaller than I thought it would be, right? Because in the first one, we say that it is not as big as. So it means that in the next sentence, we have to use antonyms, right? What do you think?
It's not as big as.
Yes, the new version of this phone is much smaller, right? Than I thought it would be. Much smaller. So let's go with the next one. Number 2. This is easily the most boring game I've ever or I have downloaded recently. So this is by, you know this one. This is by far, right? This is by far the most enjoyable game I downloaded recently. That is the right answer. This is an easy one. In the first one, we say this is easily the most boring game. Oh no, yeah. In the first one says the most boring game. So this is that this is by far the less enjoyable game I have downloaded recently. That is the correct answer. This is by far the less enjoyable game I have downloaded recently. Because we have the most boring game. Number 3. There are fewer teachers in my school than there were last year. Yes, so there is no as many teachers in my school as there were last year, right? There are not as many teachers in my school as there were last year. Do you agree with this answer or do you have another idea? My dear Sarah, what do you think?
The same answer. I thought
Yes, right?
there aren't as many teachers in my
Mhm.
school.
Number 4. If you work harder now, you won't have to do so much later. So this is a common expression. The harder what? What do you think is here? The harder you will have to do later. Maybe an idea?
No, in this case, not.
Okay. The harder you work, the less you will have to do later, right? Because if you work harder now, you won't have to do so much later. So it means that the harder you work, the less you will have to do later. That it could be
Mhm.
a possibility, right? So, anyways, at the end, I'm gonna show you the right answers. So we're about to finish. Number 5. Lucy is as tall as her mother. We have the keyword hate, and we have Lucy, her mother.
Taller
But
is
what about hate?
a age
Have you ever heard
as
about this? Lucy is not the same hate as her mother. What about this one? Lucy is not the same hate as her mother. That could be a possibility. Lucy is not is not the same hate, right? Lucy is not the same hate as her mother, and that would be the answer. In number 6, technology has had a bigger effect on our lives than we could ever have imagined. So technology has what? A difference to our lives than we could ever have imagined. Do you remember these expressions that I told you on a previous lesson that was more of an effort, more of a difference? Do you remember?
a small difference in this
Mm-hmm.
in this part.
Yes. In this part, more of a difference. So as this is the last exercise, I'm gonna show you what are the right answers so you can take a look at them. In the number 1, we have the new version of this phone is much smaller than I thought it would be. It's much smaller than. In this part of comparison, it's very common that if in the first sentence it's negative, the second one would be positive. If in the first one says big, the other one can be smaller, okay, and so on. We work with antonyms in this part of comparisons. Number 2, this is by far the least enjoyable. Ah, superlative in this case. This is by far the least enjoyable game I have ever downloaded. Number 3. there are not as many or there are not so many teachers. Okay, but the most common is there are not as many teachers. Number four, the harder you work now, the less you will have to do later. The harder you work now, the less you will have to do later. In number five, Lucy is the same age as her mother. Ah, yeah, because it says that it is as tall as her mother. Yeah, I thought it was a negative one. Yeah, is the same height as her mother.
Isn't or is?
Is only is.
Mm.
Is the same because in the first one says is as tall as her mother. And the next one is like a collocation, kind of collocation. Its technology has made more of a difference. Technology has made more of a difference. In this case, it's the present perfect tense. Has made. And that would be it. What was this part like to you? It was difficult, not a difficult, or easy to you? Can you listen to me?
It's possible that technology has made it quite the bigger difference to our lives ever have seen.
Yeah, yeah, it could be bad. We have a difference. And that is why we can realize that it's more of a difference. But if in another context, if it could be in a different way, we can say the biggest, right?
Okay?
But in this case, it's made of an effort, made of a difference, sorry. So
How it could be made more
more of what?
in the last one.
The last one? There you are.
Yes, the
Technology has made more of a difference
mm,
to our lives than we could ever have imagined. And those are all of the answers. Do you remember that I sent you some links that you asked me for you to practice? Are you practicing this exercise, the keyword transformation?
not teacher.
Okay,
Did
so
you
don't forget to practice, okay? I sent you, don't you remember that I sent you two links to practice where you can find all of this exercise? The keyword transformation part, the word formation part, the open close, the multiple choice, and all of the sections as well. The reading part, the writing part. I sent you through the WhatsApp chat some lessons ago. Please, so don't forget to keep on practicing on this exercise.
okay,
So,
but usually way the less I have is time.
oh
But
yeah, yeah.
I have a
Try to try to try to find time to do this. Whenever you have
okay.
a free time, you can do it.
Okay, teacher.
So, let's move on to the next part, that is the word formation part. The first one has been done as an example. We have all of those words on the right, and we have to change them into another one. So we have Michael Hart was the founder. We have found, so the word is founder of Project Gutenberg. One of the, and we have early. Here is a superlative.
Earliest.
The earliest and longest lasting online literary projects. His life's aim was to get the world's literature and make it freely available online. As a result of this work, he is widely considered to be the
The inventor.
the inventor. Yes, the inventor of the ebook. In 1971, Hart typed a copy of the United States Declaration of Independence into the computer at the University of Illinois, where he was a student. The internet was used only by academic and military, and we have
Cheers.
researchers. Yes, researchers. The World Wide Web would not come into, and we have
In
existence.
existence.
Yes, existence for another 2 decades. Yet Hart spent the next 15 or so years typing up historic texts such as the works of Shakespeare and the American Constitution using, and we have
Equipment.
equipment,
Equipment.
yes, equipment he had begged, borrowed, or made himself. In 1887, with over 300 books in the online, we have
Collection. Collection.
collection,
Only
right? Perfect. He took on an, then we have assist,
is assistant.
yes, and assistance. And together they recruited volunteers worldwide to help with typing and proofreading. We have responsible,
Typing and proofreading.
proofreading,
Responsibility.
yes,
Responsibility.
responsibilities. Perfect. Responsibilities. So I'm gonna show you just in case so you can check the spelling of the words. Number one, earliest. Number two, inventor. Number three, researchers. Number four, existence. Number five, equipment. Number six, collection. Number seven, assistant. And number eight, responsibilities. And that's it. Ready to go?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So in the next part we have the article one more time. Do you remember how to write an article that I sent you as a homework as well some lessons ago? When I showed you how to write an article, it was not that difficult.
Okay, teacher. I print the handbook. How to write the essays and the articles.
Yeah. So don't forget that in the Google Drive folder you have two writing guides. So one is in Spanish and another one is all in English. So you can mix them, okay, and practice with them. So as a homework, I'm gonna send you to write this part of this article. It says, you have seen this announcement in an international magazine. Write your article in 140 and 190 words, no more than that. And that is the instruction. Life changes. The instruction says, write us an article about a time in your life when something changed. Mention the reasons for the change and describe your feelings before and after it. Okay? So the article is about a time in your life when something changed, either the positive side or on the negative side. That is the article that you have to write about. Okay? So that is your homework.
Okay, teacher, and I have to write and see what was the theme.
Yeah. The essay as well. Or do you have to do you want to write only one first?
Both
Both.
the article and the essay.
Okay. But please, I need you to show me your essay. First your essay on the next lesson on Wednesday because I want to check your writing skills. Okay? So do it as
Okay.
you are able to. Okay? And I'm gonna provide you feedback on this correct some mistakes, suggest you some vocabulary, some useful vocabulary, and some other points. So now it's time to practice a little bit of pronunciation. This is an important part, especially for the listening part, because there are so many words that are confusing in some cases. So I'm gonna play an audio, and as you can see here, we have the sounds, yes, the phonics of them, and we have to classify these words that we have here in the on the lines. Number one, number two, number three, number four, and so on. So I'm gonna play an audio so you can listen to the proper pronunciation of these words, and then we're gonna work on this. Okay? So I'm gonna play the audio twice.
1. Change. 2. Time. 3. Loud. 4. Home. 5. Continually. 6. Compare. 7. Clearly. 8. Disappointing. 1. Change. 2. Time. 3. Loud. 4. Home. 5. Continually. 6. Compare. 7. Clearly. 8. Disappointing.
Okay, so what is the first word? Number one,
Change.
change. Okay, so please go right in this. Number two, time. Time, right? Number three,
Loud.
loud, right? Number four,
Home.
home. Number five,
Continually.
yes, continually. Number six,
Compare.
compare. Number seven,
Clearly.
clearly. And number eight,
Disappointing.
disappointing. All right. So it's a little bit difficult. What do you prefer, the British accent or the American accent? In your case,
In personal case,
yes,
American.
yes, the American one is my favorite one as well because it's like a little bit not difficult, but it's a little bit strange when you speak using the British accent. So that is why I don't like. But anyways, we have to practice because on the most of the exams we have to listen to British accent audios. All right. So in this case, we have in this chart, in this table, we have the following diphthongs, okay, that are the same of in the exercise one, right? We have here year, really is the same. We have break, and one of these ones in the exercise one is in here, in break. What word is similar, has the same diphthong?
Break. Change.
Change, right? With sure, sure,
Sure. Home.
home, right? With boy,
Continually.
I think it's disappointing. Boy,
Disappointed.
disappointing, right? With phone, with phone, I think it's home, right?
Home. Home.
Home. With hair,
Here we have um, compare,
Yes, compare could be with life,
time,
time, and with down,
down, loud.
loud. Perfect. So let's check immediately. So in the first one, we have this one. Yes, there you are. It's currently fear, but those are from these words that you are going to listen to in the next audio that I'm gonna play. Change, continually, sure. Boy, disappointing. Phone home, here we compare. Lifetime in down loud. Okay? So, anyways, I showed you these words, but I'm gonna play another audio so you can listen to this and identify the different diphthongs. Let me see where is this. This is the audio number 3.4. Okay, that is.
robot,
Yeah. So I'm gonna play it.
robot, without, annoyed, decide, fear, during, space, aware, robot, without, annoyed, decide, fear, during, space, aware.
So there you are. As you could realize, those are the same diphthongs. Alright? So, greatly, fear, change, space, continually, during, disappointed, annoyed, home, robot or phone, hear, compare, aware, lifetime, and decide, down, loud, and without. So, those are the diphthongs. So the next thing that I want you to do is that you write a sentence using at least 4 words from the table. Choose 4 words and write 4 sentences using them, using those words. And I'm gonna write my sentences as well. And then we're gonna practice some speaking by saying the sentences that we have written. Okay? So choose 4 of the words and write 4 sentences. Okay? And then you have to tell me your sentences and I'm gonna tell you mine.
Now and
So,
in this moment,
yes,
or a
in this
second
moment.
word.
No, in this moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, do you think that 5 minutes it's okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so 5 minutes. Go ahead. Maybe do you have your sentences ready or not yet?
Not yet, please.
Okay, so don't worry. Take your time. Qué rico mi culo, amor. My dear Sarah, please, can you turn on your camera just for a while? It's only for taking a screenshot of today's attendance. No more than that, okay? So please, just for a while.
Okay, teacher.
I'm gonna take the screenshot of today's attendance.
Here, I'm here.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, that is. Okay, so keep on working. Thank you so much. Let me know, please, when you're ready.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, so tell me please your sentences.
Okay. And the first one is square about your clearly here change space.
Yeah,
Says when I was a child, I felt some fear because I couldn't see clearly a space and a clearly space at the other side of my window's bedroom. Now I'm older. I've changed it.
yeah, perfect. Okay, so you
Second,
put, yeah, see, please.
second, when I was an adolescent, I grew up comparing things like a robot at home, but suddenly I aware about this problem that I have.
Yeah, okay. You
Now,
said a word about, but it's more proper to say aware of. Aware of.
aware of,
Yeah,
okay,
aware of.
about,
Yes. It could be about,
okay,
okay, but it's like properly to write aware of. It's like a collocation.
okay.
Aware of.
Number,
Yeah, number three.
will I decide that's the time I don't need to talk aloud because I think I work without a lot of students that I used to work before.
Yeah, perfect. The last one.
The last one, okay, just this is just only a sense. I used to live annoyed because I think in all my disappointing efforts to get the sufficiency during every English
Okay,
course I ever
perfect.
because I don't have time to practice.
Yeah, that's it. But don't worry. Remember that we have solution for all of the problems, so you can
Okay.
get around of it. Okay, so this is it for today. Yeah, because time is almost over. The next lesson we continue. Oh, so don't forget to write the essay. Okay, don't forget for
Yes,
the next
and I'm
lesson.
not able to.
And on the next lesson, we're going to go over the unit number 4. And in this unit, we will be working on the expressions so and such, the past tenses and time linkers, the verb take, some expressions with the verb take, and the participle adjectives and the participle adverbs. This is the content of the next unit. Okay, so as a homework,